Central African Republic, located in the heart of Africa, is desperately poor. Obstacles present themselves at every turn, and most people live hand to mouth each day. Infrastructure like roads, access to water, communications, and electricity is far below many other African countries. And healthcare means one doctor for every 65,000 people. No electricity means no light, and no suction for removing blood during even the most basic surgery, a matter of life or death.
Normally, I would like to do the operation quickly because it's incarcerated hernia and they need operation quickly. We have the problem with the generator. It's not working. It needs reparation, and I hope I have called with the telephone the people. We can do the fixing tomorrow morning, and so I hope at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock we can do the operation.
While people in the States lament turning 40 years old, people in Central Africa dream of making it past 40, which is about the average lifespan. As Central Africans live on the edge with little margin between life and death, treatable and curable diseases kill people needlessly here every day. Malaria, waterborne disease, and complications from childbirth are major causes of death. Even something as simple as a broken arm can threaten one's life.
Unfortunately, too late, but we saved his life, and he can use it like this, and we saved this other arm, so we think it is not bad.
And it was simply a broken arm?
Broken arm, which could have been treated just with a plaster and dressing and things like that.
Few people know or care about Central African Republic, a forgotten land, a forgotten people. But because of people like you, things are changing. Right now. The Gallo Health Clinic has sprung up out of the dreams of many in the church who have watched helplessly as sickness and death have created a nightmare. Considering the challenges of building in CAR with most materials imported across substandard roads, the clinic is truly a miracle, a work of God.
I never thought it would be so beautiful. For me, it's a confirmation that this is God's project. And God has been in it and has governed the building, guided the people, and been there, given them the energy, watched over them, and been with us.
The dedication plaque at the entrance to the center quotes Isaiah 65, referring to the center as a fulfillment of God's promises to the long-suffering people of the Gallo region. Behold, I create new heavens and a new earth. No longer shall a child live but a few days, nor shall the old not live a full life. Emmanuel means God with us. While the need is great, so is God's love, which transforms illness into health, hardship into endurance, death into life. With the primary goal of lowering excessive mortality rates among mothers and children under age 5, the center serves as a core church ministry, coordinating education, prevention, and treatment.
The integration of all of the assets and resources of the church and the larger community to provide education, to provide insight into what are the issues that the center needs to go out to respond to and engage. And they, in turn, from the outside, telling the center, what it is that they need to be prepared for. These are all a part of a beautiful, larger whole picture of how Gallo will function. And we're quite excited.
The clinic's goal is to emphasize health education and outreach through village education. The Mary Martha Women's Center, the seminary and Bible school, through pastors, evangelists, and health workers. Local NGOs and ELCA missionaries will collaborate in this effort as well.
Yeah, there's a little girl over there. A couple little girls over there. They're school age. They're not in school today. They could be in this school in town, but they're not. They're out here helping their mother. And they're going to spend all day long helping their mother, getting water, doing whatever. Because, you know, it's probably a mile or two back to their house, and they'll truck back and forth several times a day. They're not going to school. End result, the catechist in my town, he has a 13-year-old daughter who's married and has a baby. My 13-year-old daughter is going to 7th grade.
People came out by the hundreds, even thousands, to celebrate its dedication. During his dedication speech, President André Golicki announced that Emmanuel is for all the region's people, regardless of religion, tribal affiliation, or income status, and stressing that this is your health clinic.
There is a people who live in 4 hours going to come all the way here, 20 kilometers, 30, to come here to get to see the doctor, and then we are going to do the reach out to educate the people in the village how to take care of themselves. So it's going to be a lot of things going to happen in this place.
Villages will be empowered to establish their own health committees and select people to be trained as community health volunteers. Many international partners are coming together to make the Gallo Health Center dream a dynamic and effective place for hope and healing. The first phase of the center is now in place, thanks to the generosity and prayers of many individuals and congregations. Health services are now being provided, including some very special deliveries. But more is needed to sustain the project. You and your congregation can join the partners in both sustaining and growing this medical facility now and in future years. Although the goal for the Gallo Health Center is towards self-sustaining, providing medical services to those in poverty will require assistance for several years to come. You can help with one-time or regular gifts to Global Health Ministries, Lutheran Partners in Global Ministry, or ELCA Global Mission. Share your skills by volunteering in Central Africa as a physician, hospital, or public health nurse, as Emmanuel staff will benefit from your experience and training. A guest house will be available to you at Emmanuel whether you come for a week, a month, or find yourself wanting to stay a year.
And one thing I prayed all the time, that God will be glorified in this. There are times of getting angry with the people, and often it's like God is saying, is this for you or for me? I say, God, just get me out of the way. Receive the glory. And I really believe that God is happy with us. I believe that He rejoices with us as we rejoice today. We may not make everybody happy, but as we heard people say, thanks be to God for this place, for the population of Gallo and Central Africa. And indeed, glory be to God.
God is with us all, and by the grace of God, Emmanuel will make all things new.